Hello, welcome. It's going to be a beautiful Tuesday. Sarah will be joining us. I'll pop her right in as soon as she goes live from her side. Wow, it's just kind of like settle in, right? Really cool. Hi. How are you? We are back now. We are back. Happy holidays, right? Happy holidays. There's so many to choose from. Ooh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. I'll be pulling from the tarot. I'll be pulling from the Rider-Waite deck and another deck. So let me see what the other deck is, because they had me pull 2 decks out today. And then, ooh, oh, all right. And this is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Okay. All right, that's cool. That feels pretty good. Sarah is here, so we will pop her into the screen. Yes.
Hi.
That's right. I freaking love you.
I love you too. Let me lower my chair. Hang on.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm too high.
I think you're, I don't know what your state of being is.
What my state of being is?
Yeah, I'm too high. Okay.
Oh. Whoa. So it's
And then there's that.
yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Sammy came in and Sammy said hello.
Hello.
And, she said happy holidays.
Happy
And
holidays.
we have Angie with hello, my lady. But she's, hello. There we are. Catherine says hello. And then we also have hello. I love the set up. That's right. Okay. So here we are. So if you guys have a specific question, we'll read directly to the question. Sometimes we can give you better information that way. It's our preference.
Yes. Yeah.
To be of service.
Yeah, we can tune in more to that energy.
Oh yeah. Who are we kidding, Sarah? We like the cheese man.
Yes.
So today I'm pulling from 2 decks. They said I'm going to pull from this one, which is my Psychic Tarot deck, and then my Rider-Waite deck. And so I don't know who gets what, but that's like what it's coming from. So, ooh, okay. So we have a question. Here's our first question. Okay. You didn't know you'd come up that way, did you, Sammy? It's such a good integration now with it's such a good integration now with YouTube. Okay, StreamYard is. Okay, so let's see. Do you want to pull, or would you like me to pull and we'll both read?
Sure, you go first. You pull.
Okay, okay. All right. I'm feeling the Psychic Tarot. As I shuffle, I'm going to tell you what I get, the readings that I get. And what it is that there's like some inner work that needs to be done that maybe you're a little avoidant with. And it's because you tell yourself you're not really sure how to do it or what to do. Mostly it's just holding yourself in value. All right? That's what your job is right now, is to begin to hold yourself in value and not in measurement. Not in comparison, but in value. And so that's like a big part of like what the message is from the card that's going to come through. And it is a practice. So you've done the inner work, you've talked about all these things, blah, 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 blah. Now it's time to hold you in the vibrational offering that you want to be received at. Okay? And that, it's very important that you do that. Okay. Woo! All right, it's a spiritual lesson. And it is This is the hilarious, okay? So this is patience, it says, but it's actually temperance. That's what temperance is, okay? So here's what the view looks like. So it's like you're all in your head, but you're surrounded by the good of you. And the idea is just to kind of wait it out. Now, what's funny is that on the very bottom of the other deck is also temperance, and that's why I was laughing.
Oh, how funny.
Right. So it is, no matter how much you wish to escape it, it is a spiritual lesson of value, but it's your value to yourself, of yourself, and how you hold yourself. Because right now you're not sure what you have to offer. So until you dial in your worth and what you find value in of yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to find partnership that satisfies you. And so that's the spiritual lesson of it that you're in. That's what I'm picking up.
Love it. Good job.
Woo! Okay, so you ready to go to another one?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We have Miss Angie, Miss Angelica. Okay. A love reading, an upcoming party, por favor.
A love reading and upcoming. All right. So does that mean you're going to a party?
It feels like it, right? It feels like she's going to a party. So yeah, I would say that that's happening. And so maybe she's thinking, you know, somebody
maybe you're
in
going to meet somebody at an upcoming party.
somebody at the broom closet. Am I going to like meet somebody at the broom closet at the party? Do I need to bring alcohol? That must be the question. Do you need to bring alcohol?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I would
Well,
say
there you go.
ready
Just a
for
little
it.
flask in your pocket. You'll be fine. Oh, you're going to be victorious in that situation. Yeah. Look at that. You put the staff in the hole there. Perfect. You know, that's victory if ever
I mean, that's representing party right there, right? Celebration.
Yes.
Feeling victorious.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I would say that's a yes.
Yes.
I would say that's a yes.
So get ready.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Couldn't be said better.
I don't know. That's like perseverance pays off. So whatever victory it is that you're looking for, it will happen. You are in alignment for it. And that's what I would say that is. Situational. Yep. So it would be a situationship.
Yeah. A situation. So it's not necessarily going to be like
a forever romance.
Forever, it's a situation. So enjoy and have fun.
That's
Go
right.
with it.
That's right.
You deserve it.
That's right. Okay, and now we have Catherine. I love how you get me. I love how you get me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Catherine, want to heal from this acid reflux that has kept me coughing, and I don't want to get back on medication. Okay, well, you're already making decisions toward that, right? Mm-hmm. So, like what I'm seeing is there's this practice that you can do, all right, where you sit in a chair and you imagine you sit not erect, but you sit as straight as you are comfortable. Okay, and you picture 3 strings, one at the top of the sternum, one in the center of the sternum, and one at the bottom of the sternum. And you take a deep breath in, and as you take your deep breath in, the string begins to expand your sternum, and your lungs have better capacity. And then you hold that position, and then you blow out with your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, and you do about 3 or 4 rounds of that at like maybe 4 to 6 counts, and then 4 to 6 count. And you slow your breathing. And the reason you want to do that is because you're regulating your nervous system, and you're beginning to allow the muscles to relax and not behave in the same way that they were. Mm-hmm. So you have to become kind of in charge of it. Okay. Mm-hmm. The card that I'm getting is spiritual strength. Okay. So spiritual strength. So it's very situational, but you're also at the very tail end of it, and it is a mindscaping exercise in order for you to allow your body to relax and say that it's all right. You can ask yourself questions like, what is the emotion that's driving this? And is it okay? Can I be satisfied so far and let go of that emotion for now? You can say things like that to yourself. You can also exercise, because exercise is what will help. So if you eat and then you go for a 10-minute walk, that would help your digestive tract as well. It really is not mind over matter as much as it is coming into that spiritual cohesion of mind, body, spirit, to where you allow your mind and your mental assessment and acuity, like your understanding, to come into harmony with your feeling or heartfelt, emotional body, spiritual body, right? Your intuitive nature, and the physical expression of that through the inspiration of both those energies coming together. And that'll pull you into a cohesive state. 10 minutes of walking will do that for you. And you do need to do some exercise. It isn't because you're sedentary that it happens. It's because your circulation isn't steady. It's not steady. You don't do steady processes. So it's a spiritual belief that puts you into contact with that limitation. And so I would say a little bit of walking and movement. You can also look into, because like where it looks like it's being affected is like what times of day are you waking up, and then look at a chart that is a Chinese medicine wheel, find out what organ is wanting your attention, find out what the spiritual nature is of that organ, and that's the dynamic of emotion you're working on. That is how you're going to heal that, okay? All right, great. Now, this is you understanding that you're almost at the end of that circumstance. There's just a little bit more to go, and then you will have dialed your body in the way that you would like. And I'll leave you with that.
I love it. I love nines.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We're almost there.
So we have T-emotional. And then we have this. Here we are. I would like a card about me, boy, and a girl.
Okay. I need to get my eyes checked. I can't see any of that.
Oh, because you're looking at this one. Oh wait,
Where am I supposed to look at?
You're looking on your phone. So when you're on your phone, right, and you're upright like that, well, you're not. You're lanyard, right?
I'm
you're
this
landscape. Oh, okay. So you should be able to see it the opposite
I know
way.
I can see it, but I'm just tiny. It's tinier than usual. I don't know. So if my face goes like that, I'm trying to read.
This is, I would like a card about me, parentheses boy, parentheses, and any parentheses girl, parentheses question mark.
Got it. Is it any? E-N-I? Or is that supposed to be Annie? Like A-N-Y? Any girl.
Any girl.
Any girl?
We'll just say any girl. That's what we'll go with. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So I got the. What happened?
Hold on. I'm reading through some of the comments to like the questions that we just had, because we weren't. I wasn't paying any attention to.
I want to know what happened.
Okay. All right. So Angie is like, okay, so you know how we're reading Angie and you pull the staff and all of that, and we're just talking about it, right? She's like, oh, hell no, not that. Nope, not what I'm looking for. And then she's like, I guess it'll all work out. Somewhere up there. Okay, but that's funny. Okay, great. So here we are. We're still with emotional.
Okay. So I got the 6 of Cups.
Oh!
So, I mean, that's emotional.
It's also it's also situational. So it's going to be based in the emotions and how open you are to that possibility. And if you're asking us, you're still a bit external of it. So that means you're searching out here for your validation. And I think that you're really close to bringing the solution and knowing that you're enough. I think that like you're there. I really feel like you did like a deep amount of relationship work to self. And I also feel this mystical quality of you to where you are in touch with your divine feminine. Divine feminine is our intuition. So when somebody tells you to have, do a bubble bath and get in touch with your divine feminine. No, it means get in touch with your intuitive nature, your feeling nature, your sensitive nature, right? So it feels like you've been able to do that, but it also feels like you have some old story about previous relationship, and that's something that you're going to have to resolve before you can have what it is that you're asking for. Otherwise, what you get is going to be a repeat of what you've already had, and that's what I was getting.
That's because that's the nostalgia part. Going back, continuously going back into old patterns. You want to heal some of that before you continue forward. Yeah. I think it's great though, but you're recognizing it because it's a 6, right? You're getting out of the chaos.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going down here to see if there is, let's see. That like her nickname, the short form. That's her nickname is Annie.
Not Annie.
Okay. So you know what?
Annie girl.
So now, okay, yeah, but you know what? Okay, here we are.
And I suck at being open.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, but you're also recognizing, so you're doing that inner work. And you might feel theatrical because it isn't a comfortable place when you first go there. And so it's like you're going to this new theater every freaking day and you don't know what mood is going to show up. But you're doing great because now you're in touch with all those moods. You don't necessarily have to word vomit on the individual that you're interested in, right? You just have to know how to handle your emotions. Like how can you sit in your emotions when you are in an expression of them? Like if something happens and you get triggered, right? You're just revisiting something you've already experienced. So now you're in this revisitation and it's going to hold you there until you understand what it is that's drawing you in. That's it. Once you reconcile that, everything else will follow. And since you're already in that awareness, go slow and be gentle with yourself because you are in a good spot. A lot of times what I use for an inward dive, if I'm in an overwhelmed sort of space, is I'll take my hand, one of my hands, I'll take my fingertips and I'll put them on my heart chakra. And I'll just start I'll tell myself that when I put my fingers on my heart chakra, my whole body's going to relax and I'm going to come into my body and I'm going to center. And my breathing will slow, my nervous system will relax. I'll find ease and comfort. And that's what I do. See how that happens? Because you're giving your experience a command. And so that's how you work that. So that's what I would say. And if you are going through something and you don't have the capacity to communicate, you can communicate that. You can say, I'm in a space right now where I'm not sure how or what I want to communicate. I'm good and I love you, or I appreciate you, or thank you for checking. And then from there, you would be better able to navigate your awareness. Plus, it puts us into observation rather than attachment to like what we're experiencing in that moment. And
that's
it won't
what
be
I try
overwhelming. Go ahead.
I do that a lot. I've been working on myself with that and trying to pull myself out of the situation. So I'm looking at it from a different viewpoint because I try to be my own friend, and people come to you for advice. And then, but when you're actually in it, it's hard to see it for what it is. But when you're pulling yourself out of it, so, it's taking a breath and removing yourself before you act, right?
I think so. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's go up and grab somebody else. Here we go. All right. Okay. So we have a hello, ladies, from Miss Anna, and then we also have greetings to another individual and a lovely little greeting and another greeting. Hi, everyone new here. All right. Oh,
Hi.
okay, so Bernadette, if you'd like to ask a question, Ascending Universal Butterfly has weighed in. There we are. They all hell no. Nope,
Hell
not that. More greetings. Okay, let's see. Love walking, so that helps. Okay, good.
Good.
Very good. Yes.
Keep doing it.
Because, yes, I do a lot of stretching.
Stretching.
Yes.
I do
That's
too. I
good.
try.
Okay. So, nope, you can ask. Oh, here she is. There we are. Okay. So now we have Bernadette's question. Can I please get healing messages for fibromyalgia and mental fog? I am feeling so much constantly. I think I have vertigo. Okay. All right. Okay.
Can I tell you something real quick about vertigo?
Yes. Yes.
I learned this. So there's that yoga pose where you do the headstand.
Okay.
It helps vertigo. So if you do the yoga pose, the headstand, I've heard that it actually helps equalize the equilibrium in your ear. I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me on that. It's not going to hurt you. I'm just saying that pose. So if you can get your head down in a, it actually helps with your vertigo. It
What you're doing is you're resetting the crystals.
Yeah, crystals, yes.
Crystals. You're resetting the crystals in your inner ear.
Yes.
And that's where that's how it sets. And so you can do it by standing on your head. You can do it by putting your head between your legs, your knees. You could do it that way. There's a lot of different ways to do it. It's not the be all end all for that.
No.
Depending on what practices you have, that's kind of up to you. If you think you have something, right, and it's not exactly a diagnosis, all right, you're still kind of in a great place to move it around. All right. So it's kind of cool that it's an I think right now. Practices, there's a practice that the functional medicine doctor of chiropractic, my friend Dr. Tara, taught us, and it is following your finger and keeping your head straight. All right. So you, with your eyes, you just slowly go to different positions, and then, because your eyes give you movement, all right, they give you the sense of your body moving, and this is how you set your body, and you could do it that way. So you would do however long, but you keep your head straight, and then you let your eyes move, and you could do that maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the day, and that usually is another way to center during off balance portions. All right, but if you have it too often, right, then definitely get it checked out by a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And then for me, like when you first started talking, what I really got is that like you're in an age bracket where your hormones are kind of fucking with you, and so because of that I'm feeling that like the things that you're discussing right here kind of fall into that category of perimenopause. I don't know if you're that old, I have no idea, but these are some experiences that you could have in that aspect, right? So fibromyalgia is, what I'm doing right now is I'm just talking to the energy you're practicing, and that's why your body is feeling cold in some spaces, warm in others, but it's moving and it feels kind of like water, but not really water. I'm checking out your energetic field, okay? Because you said, can I get healing messages? So now we're playing with the frequency of practice for the fibromyalgia. We're at the bottom of your sternum right now, and there's some stuck patterning right there energetically. So that's where I'm at right now, okay? And so you also may notice that like there's an expansion right in here that's occurring, and it is perception being added to your experience. It's not because you are not enough, it's because you can always use more information to disseminate as far as choice in your circumstance. Right now, I'm moving my body to expand it a little bit so that way I can find ease, and I'm intending for you to also feel that ease. All right. Now, in this, as I'm moving this energy, I'm feeling more constriction at the bottom of my sternum. That lets me know that you feel powerless in your situation. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, breathe. There you go. It's okay. Just tell yourself it's okay to be in my body. 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 There you go. And now as it highlights and it's a little less tight, what we're going to do is we're going to imagine or pretend that the energy of you with this diagnosis is maybe like a chart outside of you. Okay? And it's something that you're reading, and it's kind of like a menu, and there's a lot of things that could go with this entree, all right? And you get to pick and choose the length of time you practice it the way you're practicing it. So let's say you received the diagnosis and you've lived it for this amount of time, and this is the amount of time you've chosen for it to be this diagnosis, okay? And you say, wow, that was an interesting experience. What did I learn? I learned that I can show up no matter what. I can be me no matter what. I've learned that I have that power. I'm the empowerment of who I wish to be. I feel like this extra energy is still trying to take up space in my experience. I would like for this energy to step outside of my physical vehicle. Step outside. And then, maybe we'll release whatever is extra, like, light. Go to the light. Go to the light, go to the light, go to the light, right? Just like, whoop, here we go. And then take a really nice deep breath in. Hold it and let it fill your whole torso, and then blow it all out. Yeah, okay, there. Now that's kind of the energetic shift that you're looking for in that area, okay? You'll feel, what you may feel is spaciousness and a little bit more ease, all right? I'm looking at the brain fog right now. One of my guides goes, oh, it's an emotional wasteland. So that for me, it's very ironic because I understand. So that means that you're carrying a lot of meaning in your understanding. So you're emotionally not equipped to be present when stuff hits you. So you absorb it. You just take it on like that, okay? And so you want to clear your emotional body. So how could you clear your emotional body? What could you say to yourself that would let you feel comfortable with all the emotions that you generate? Because we can touch every single one of them and be every single one of them, and they're all correct. And it's all okay. And it's good when we have emotions. It's good when we have empathy and sympathy. It's good when we practice like-minded vibrations. It's good when we're in the entrainments. It's nice when we move into the expansion. It's beautiful when we feel the love that surrounds us by all the help that we've called in. It's beautiful when we take that breath of animation and life force and begin to create intention and live our inspired actions. It's beautiful when I connect to myself, my inner world, and I give myself that love that feels so good that I wish to give to everybody else as well. Mm. I love how my body eases into every day. I love that my mind offers wit and witticism and playfulness and ease. I love how I can focus and defocus and refocus into any aspect that I would love and appreciate. I love my experience. I'm grateful for my experience. I'm very grateful for my experience. My experience is teaching me many things. I'm learning how to ask for help. I'm learning how to accept that people love me. I'm learning that I'm not a burden. I'm learning that I can choose how I wish to talk to myself. I'm learning that I've always been enough. Ooh, I think I got it. That's a little bit better. So for me, my experience is a little bit better for you energetically. Now, we can read to healing. That right there is you want to do something about your experience, and you have to be it in order to understand it, and then it changes. And that's the doing that you're looking for. Mm. So choose wisely.
Yeah.
That's the card. Choose wisely.
Wisely.
Choose wisely. Okay, so what if it really is something super magical? Okay, what if it is like this? Oh my goodness, it's so easy, but if you don't do it, you'll never know. All right. Mm-hmm. What if it's this easy? What if you sat down in the morning and you said, this is how my day is going to go, and you wrote it out? You said, oh wow, I can't wait, this is going to be so exciting, and my body is going to be like this, and the people that I meet will be like this, and I can't wait, and everything. You put yourself into that mindscape and that feelscape. Mm-hmm. And then inspired action and opportunities show up in those ways, and your body naturally heals because that vibration is different than this vibration. Mm-hmm. Now you're in choice. You can always return to this vibration. Once you taste that vibration and practice that vibration, it will change everything for you. You could heal yourself. You could recoup who you are in optimal health. You could do a lot of things if this magical thing works. Mm-hmm. But how would you ever know unless you tried? Yeah. Right? And you're challenging your belief system. That's what you're doing. You're challenging your belief system, and you're holding on to something that somebody else told you is what you're experiencing. Okay? I'm not saying that they're wrong or you're wrong or all of it's wrong. I'm saying that all of it's right because that's what you're practicing. Okay? What if magically you could write in a script of something else? And then that started to happen. What about that? What if that happened? What if you did something like that? I would try it for a week. Keep doing everything else and notice all the things that change, because that's what you're practicing. And that's what I would say. But that's to give you ease in your mind, and also your story. Okay, I'm going to look down here to see where I'm at. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. See, because like some of it is a little bit of that, but I don't feel that. Okay, so let's see.
I have to log off. I'll see you soon.
Okay. I love you. Thank you. Emotional waistline guides do say it like it is, don't they? Yes. Okay, so let's see. All right. Okay. So what if it's something that simple? What if it really is something that simple? We've only practiced what we're practicing because we were given information and choice to practice it. That's it. What if you practice the same life with different information and it changes your body makeup, changes how your hormones drop, changes how you show up, changes your belief system, and your body writes itself to match what your new story is. And it happens to us all the time. We might go through heartache and we might think that we're not enough. And then by the end of that heartache and by the end of the storytelling, we start to tell a different story. You know, I'm pretty worthy. I really am a good partner. I really love to show up. I love myself when I'm in love with partnership. And that's usually when the right person shows up again. All right? It's because we change the story that we're living. I can't guarantee that you'll have perfect health because perfect is as it is. You've never had this before and it'll never be the same from here. So everything's changed. The powerlessness that you're holding on to that's at the base of your heart chakra and your solar plexus, it's almost like it's caught there. It's very emotional, extremely emotional. And it could be a direct representation of you getting punched in the solar plexus and the wind knocked out of you when you were going really good. Because if you're 35 and then you find out news like this, it could really put a hitch in your giddy up, right? So let's just recognize that first. Let's just recognize that that's some shit information to receive. Okay? And let's recognize that that person who received that information was on a journey to find out what this body system was trying to explain, right? And let's congratulate her for like not being afraid to find out the answers, right? Let's thank her. Let's thank her for allowing herself to find out the answers. And she's still that same strong person. You're still that same strong person, okay? She's still the same beautiful, loving, vivacious, kiss my ass person, right? and shit, she had to learn how to show up all her life. And here she is, yet again, showing up again. Again and again and again and again and again. How beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. Yeah, that's it right there. You keep letting that beauty, that authentic beauty of you in. Keep doing that. That's how you heal. That's how you heal. You change your vibe and you decide that this is what I want. Okay? Good job. Really good job. We hold on to stories because we're not really sure how to process them to where they're not what they are. and you don't. That's not what we do. You never escape you. You don't escape you. Wherever you go, there you are. All right? Honoring you. That's how it gets better. You find you and you say, wow, look at you. Look at everything. Look at you. Okay? And you keep saying, thank you. Thank you. It's one of the most magical terms you can say to yourself, that and I love you. Woo! Everybody coming back into their bodies now. What a great session. It was lovely to spend time with all of you guys today. We wish you many, many, many blessings. We'll be back next Tuesday at 3:30. Thank you for joining today. if you want to work with me, I have some new offerings, and we'll be putting those out. Thank you.